Have you ever heard a knock at your door on Christmas Eve at exactly midnight, only to find absolutely nothing when you open it? Tonight, I am going to tell you about the Christmas Eve knock phenomenon that has been terrifying families across the world for generations, and why you might want to think twice before answering your door tomorrow night. My name is Sam, and 3 years ago, my family experienced something that changed how we celebrate Christmas forever. It started innocently enough. We were finishing up our Christmas Eve dinner when the first knock came. 3 deliberate raps on our front door at exactly 12:01 a.m. My dad went to check, but when he opened the door, nothing, no footprints in the snow, no cars driving away, just empty silence. But here is where it gets weird. My neighbor across the street mentioned the exact same thing happened to her family. Same time, same 3 knocks, same empty doorways. That is when I started digging deeper, and what I found absolutely shocked me. This isn't some modern urban legend. Records of the Christmas Eve knock date back centuries. In Victorian England, families would barricade their doors on Christmas Eve specifically because of these mysterious midnight visitors. Old newspaper clippings from the 1800s describe entire neighborhoods experiencing simultaneous knocking with no explanation. The pattern is always identical. 3 knocks, always between midnight and 1 a.m. on Christmas Eve, always with no visible source. But here is what makes this phenomenon truly chilling. In every single documented case I found, the knocking only happens to families with children under the age of 10. I interviewed dozens of families who experienced this, and they all described the same overwhelming sense of dread that follows the knocking. Children often report nightmares for weeks afterward, always featuring the same shadowy figure standing at their door. Some families have installed security cameras, but they never capture anything unusual. The audio picks up the knocking clear as day, but the video shows empty doorsteps. Dr. Marge Brown, a folklore researcher at Columbia University, believes this phenomenon connects to ancient winter solstice traditions, where spirits were thought to visit homes seeking warmth and shelter. She suggests the knocking might represent something far older than Christianity itself, something that predates our modern understanding of Christmas entirely. But the most disturbing part, the knocking seems to be spreading. 20 years ago, reports came mainly from rural areas. Now, families in major cities worldwide report the same experience. Social media has revealed thousands of similar stories, all following the identical pattern. So what should you do if you hear the Christmas Eve knock tomorrow night? Every family I spoke with who ignored the knocking reported it eventually stopped, but those who answered often described feeling an intense cold presence, even with no one visible outside. As we approach Christmas Eve 2025, remember this story. If you hear 3 deliberate knocks at exactly midnight, maybe consider leaving that door unopened. Some Christmas visitors are better left uninvited. Sweet dreams and Merry Christmas Eve. Just remember to keep your doors locked tonight.